जी हाँ, राज्यसभा टीवी अब से कुछ देर बाद नए रूप में नजर आएगा। उपराष्ट्रपति मोहम्मद हामिद अंसारी राज्यसभा टीवी के नए कलेवर का अनावरण करने वाले हैं और इस सिलसिले में दिल्ली के विज्ञान भवन में एक समारोह का आयोजन किया गया है। इस समारोह में हम आपको सीधे लिए चलेंगे। तस्वीरें आप सीधे देख रहे हैं विज्ञान भवन की। उपराष्ट्रपति इस मौके पर मोमेंट्स ऑफ यूरेका और साइंटिफिकली योर्स नाम की जो पुस्तकें हैं उनका विमोचन भी करेंगे। ये पुस्तकें राज्यसभा टेलीविजन के विज्ञान पर आधारित यूरेका कार्यक्रम में शामिल वैज्ञानिकों के जो तमाम साक्षात्कार हुए हैं उन पर आधारित है। समारोह में साइंटिफिक टेम्पर पर परिसंवाद भी आयोजित होगा। इस परिसंवाद में डॉक्टर अनिल काकोदकर, डॉक्टर गिरीश साहनी, प्रोफेसर के विजय राघवन, प्रोफेसर आशुतोष शर्मा, प्रोफेसर आर गाडकर, प्रोफेसर इंदिरा नाथ और प्रोफेसर वेंकट रमन रामाकृष्णन हिस्सा लेंगे। प्रोफेसर रामाकृष्णन जीव वैज्ञानिक हैं और 2009 में नोबेल पुरस्कार से सम्मानित हो चुके हैं। इन्हें यह सम्मान कोशिका के अंदर प्रोटीन का निर्माण करने वाले राइबोसोम की कार्यप्रणाली और संरचना के अध्ययन के लिए दिया गया है। तो सीधी तस्वीरें आप देख रहे हैं दिल्ली के विज्ञान भवन से, जहां पर अब से कुछ देर बाद राज्यसभा टीवी का जो नया लुक है उसका अनावरण किया जाएगा, उसको लॉन्च किया जाएगा। इस मौके पर खुद देश के उपराष्ट्रपति मोहम्मद हामिद अंसारी वहां पर पहुंचेंगे और उपराष्ट्रपति राज्यसभा टीवी के नए कलेवर का अनावरण करने वाले हैं। दिल्ली के विज्ञान भवन से आप सीधी तस्वीरें देख रहे हैं जहां पर इस समारोह का आयोजन किया जा रहा है और न्यू लुक लॉन्च सेरेमनी के साथ साथ उपराष्ट्रपति इस मौके पर कुछ किताबों का भी अनावरण करेंगे। मोमेंट्स ऑफ यूरेका पहली किताब का नाम है और दूसरी किताब है साइंटिफिकली योर्स। ये दोनों पुस्तकें राज्यसभा टीवी के विज्ञान पर आधारित बेहद लोकप्रिय कार्यक्रम।
जोरदार तालियों से स्वागत करें। हमारे बीच माननीय उपराष्ट्रपति श्री हामिद अंसारी साहिब तशरीफ ला चुके हैं। आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत। खुश आमदीद। और राष्ट्रगान के लिए आप सभी से अनुरोध कि अपने स्थान पर खड़े होने का कष्ट करें।
पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उत्कल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
नमस्कार, आदाब। राज्यसभा टीवी CSIR निस्केर विज्ञान प्रसार की ओर से मैं समीना आप सबका हार्दिक अभिनंदन करती हूं। हमारी खुशनसीबी है कि इस खास शाम में हमारे मार्गदर्शन के लिए माननीय उपराष्ट्रपति श्री हामिद अंसारी साहिब उपस्थित हैं। हम तहे दिल से उनका स्वागत करते हैं, खुश आमदीद कहते हैं। आपके साथ मंच पर मौजूद हैं नोबेल पुरस्कार से सम्मानित और प्रेसिडेंट रॉयल सोसाइटी लंदन श्री वेंकट रमन कृष्णन जी, सेक्रेटरी राज्यसभा श्री DB सिंह जी, चेयरमैन एटॉमिक एनर्जी कमीशन श्री अनिल काकोदकर जी और चीफ साइंटिस्ट CSIR श्री गौहर रजा साहिब। स्वागत उद्बोधन के लिए हम आमंत्रित करते हैं चीफ साइंटिस्ट CSIR श्री गौहर रजा साहिब को।
आओ कि कोई ख्वाब बुने कल के वास्ते, वरना ये रात ताज के संगीन दौर की डस लेगी जानो दिल को कुछ ऐसे कि जानो दिल ताउम्र फिर न कोई हंसी ख्वाब बुन सके. Come, let's weave a dream for tomorrow. Come before this intense night of dark times poisons our hearts and minds and paralyzes us forever, erasing our capacity to dream. Friends, I'm honored to be here, and it's my pleasant duty to welcome, first of all, Honorable Vice President of India. India, the largest, the most vibrant, and most complex democracy in the world. I welcome you, sir, on behalf of CSIR Nisker, Vigyan Prasar, and RSTV. I must also welcome Dr. D.B. Singh, who has given us such a wonderful channel called RSTV. He has been involved in constructing this beautiful knowledge channel right from the beginning. It's always been a pleasure to welcome Dr. Anil Kakotkar, former chairman of Atomic Energy Commission of India, and a heartthrob for many scientists and technologists who are young and who would like to contribute to nation's energy security. It's very difficult to welcome certain personalities, and you are always at loss of words when you talk about them. But let me tell you, I'm going to welcome a person who once I heard saying to the press people who thronged him that I'm not a celebrity. Don't treat me like a film star. Sir, Venki Ramakrishnan, generally known to his friends and his students as Professor Venki, the Nobel laureate, and the first Asian and first Indian-born scientist to be elected as President of the Royal Society. You are a celebrity, and you will remain a celebrity for most of the young scientists and keep on inspiring the generations. I'm sure you will agree with me by clapping. I must also thank my friends whom we have started calling Eureka Fellows, who have gathered from all over the country and have come from far off distances to witness this occasion. I'm also thankful to students of Delhi University, Jamia Millia Islamia, Nehru University, Indraprasth University. I'm also thankful to the young ones who have come from various schools, including Kendriya Vidyalaya, Dwarka, Springdales, and many more schools. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of young scientists almost harassed us when they kept on asking for the passes, and the limit was 263 seats. So I'm extremely thankful to those young ones who have not been able to come and attend this program because we could not issue passes for security reasons. But I'm definitely thankful to young scientists from NIPGR, ICGEB, and IIWB, the institute from Karnal. A whole contingent has come here to witness this occasion. Friends, today is a day which is very special in many senses. First of all, RSTV is going to wear a new look today. So it's a turning point in the history of RSTV, the channel itself. Today we recorded first interview of our Nobel laureate for Eureka. That makes a turning point in the history of Eureka, which is completed. It's a special day today for Eureka program because we have completed a century without being bold or out. We are not yet out. We'll continue. About 2 years back, December 2014, three of us were sitting over a cup of tea. I was there, my friend Gurdeep Singh Sappal was there, and TV Venkateshwaran was there. And we started weaving a dream that I talked about right in the beginning. This dream was operationalized, and Gurdeep, my friend, gave it a name called Eureka. Excuse me. It was operationalized in the form of idea of an interview-based program for scientific community, which is often very neglected. Rajya Sabha channel being a channel for spreading knowledge and scientific temper, we decided that we will start this program as soon as possible. Professor Indranath, who is sitting here, agreed to appear for the first interview. None of the scientists whom we approached ever said no to our request, and that's how we have been able to complete 100 episodes. In between, we realized that many people cannot see the program once it's aired. So we put it on YouTube. We also started a new tube in CSIR where all the episodes are available. But we were not satisfied. And therefore, we decided to publish 2 books. One is called Eureka, Moments of Eureka, and the other book is Scientifically Yours, which is focused on women scientists. And we decided to edit these interviews, bring them in the form of books. So today is the day when you are here to witness many first times, and I welcome you all. Thank you.
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया गौहर रजा साहिब का। यूरेका कार्यक्रम राज्यसभा टीवी का एक बेहतरीन कार्यक्रम है। पिछले 2 सालों में यूरेका 100 से ज्यादा नामी साइंटिस्ट को इंटरव्यू कर चुका है और इस कार्यक्रम में उन खास शख्सियतों को शामिल किया गया जो देश के निर्माण में हम कदम रही। आइए देखते हैं इस सफर पर हमारी ये छोटी सी पेशकश।
The best scientific minds on a single platform.
Scientists are very, very lucky because you're paid to do what you enjoy. समझना हमने छोड़ दिया है तो साइंटिफिक टेम्पर कहाँ से आएगा? समझना शुरू करोगे तो ऑटोमेटिकली साइंटिफिक टेम्पर आएगा।
Why did you do science?
I realized pretty early on that even if I lived to be 100 and saw patients, how many people would I make a difference to?
One goal, serving India.
We started out by trying to produce, and succeeding in doing so, the first Indian quadbuster technology.
ISRO even today is recognized globally for the way it has brought in the space technology for the benefit of the common man.
Eventually, if India has to really become one of the top countries in the world, not only in science but in other areas, I think we need a different type of citizen, and that is where scientific temper comes.
A showcase of dedication and brilliance.
The future belongs to nations with brains and not with guns.
We need to transform nuclear energy to a level where it is immune to any disaster syndrome.
Once a society understands the philosophy of science and the method of science, then I think they will automatically gain a respect for science.
A focus on science is a very important investment for the future.
Eureka on Rajya Sabha Television.
अब मैं आग्रह करती हूं डायरेक्टर विज्ञान प्रसार श्री डॉक्टर आर गोपीचंद्रन जी से कि वो मोमेंट्स ऑफ यूरेका और साइंटिफिकली योर्स किताबों का परिचय हम सबसे कराएं.
While I offer my salutations on behalf of the three institutions that have put together these two important publications, to our entire country and to our motherland for giving us this opportunity to serve her, we also wish to thank the eminent people on this dais for giving us this chance to share some very interesting insights about the process of coming out with these two publications. The objective of my discussion with you here is to tell you about the two publications. When the three institutions, Vigyan Prasar of the DST, the NISCARE of CSIR and the Rajya Sabha Television got together, as Gohar Bhai just mentioned, we wanted to answer one very important felt need in our country. And that felt need was, can we showcase the excellence that science and technology leadership in our country has evolved and produced in order to serve our nation and the agenda of science and technology across the globe. The most important answer, therefore, was to say, yes, there are excellent initiatives led by people, and these people have stood for that scientific excellence. There are two books, Scientifically Yours, which is a compilation of the interviews and the messages which 13 women scientists from across India have spoken with during the course of interviews, is compiled and presented. The other one is about Eureka, which Gohar again mentioned, and this is covering at this stage 53 leading scientists from a wide range of disciplines. The takeaway for the youngsters and for people who continue to strive in this field is that the leadership which these people stood for can emerge despite all the odds they have faced. The leadership, not only to be able to break newer frontiers, but to also stick to the values of science, which imply the understanding that there could be emerging frontiers of knowledge, the limits and limitations of knowledge, and therefore the willingness to pursue, understanding the opportunities to be able to capture them as we move ahead. The most important element of this was the dedication of this excellent work for progress within our country. The second takeaway again was to show that these people again grew from within our own country, within the limits and limitations. And therefore the two books very clearly communicate the fact that excellence is prevalent within our frontiers, and this excellence fosters itself and can be fostered for the benefit of our country and for the benefit of science and technology agenda across the globe. The prayer these three institutions now offer to our country is to say, please accept these two publications. You know, they are very insightful. Many of the leaders who contributed to it are seated right here. We will also be able to come out with the second edition covering the other scientists who were part of this process, and that will be coming out very soon. The second prayer from the three institutions and all of us gathered here is to our Vice President that he may kindly launch the two publications.
हम आग्रह करते हैं माननीय उपराष्ट्रपति जी श्री हामिद अंसारी जी से कि वो मोमेंट्स ऑफ यूरेका और साइंटिफिकली योर्स पुस्तकों का विमोचन करने का कष्ट करें. इसके लिए हम सीईओ राज्यसभा टीवी श्री गुरदीप सिंह सप्पल जी, श्री टीवी वेंकटेश्वरन जी, श्रीमती किनकिनी दास गुप्ता मिश्रा जी और गौहर रजा साहब से भी आग्रह करेंगे इस नेक काम में शामिल हों. सबसे पहले मोमेंट्स ऑफ यूरेका. That's it. Yes. और दूसरी किताब साइंटिफिकली योर्स. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। और अब जिक्र राज्यसभा टीवी का। 26 अगस्त 2011 से शुरू हुए इस चैनल ने बहुत कम समय में अपनी खास जगह बनाई दर्शकों में। महज 6 प्रोग्राम से शुरू हुआ सफर आज लगभग 40 से ज्यादा कार्यक्रमों का कारवां है। राज्यसभा की कार्रवाई के साथ साथ ताजा तरीन खबरें, समसामयिक घटनाओं का विश्लेषण, विज्ञान के प्रचार प्रसार और कला संस्कृति सिनेमा से जुड़े कार्यक्रम बेमिसाल हैं। हमारे इस सफर की दास्तान पर एक छोटी सी झलक माननीय उपराष्ट्रपति जी श्री हामिद अंसारी साहब से आग्रह कि वो राज्यसभा टीवी के नए रूप का अनावरण करने की जहमत करें।
Celebrating 4.5 years of Rajya Sabha television. Rajya Sabha TV was started with the simple yet ambitious aim of bridging the gap between the people of India and the house that embodies the will of the people. The channel started out with a mission to demystify the functioning of the upper house of Parliament by telecasting live the proceedings of the House, opening it up to every citizen of India, enabling them to become informed and active participants in the functioning of our democracy. The channel was designed as a window to witness democracy at work. Rajya Sabha Television is today India's knowledge channel, with its scope extending beyond live telecast of House proceedings.
नमस्कार, स्वागत है आपका सरोकार में। मैं हूं अमृता राय।
Hello and welcome to the big picture.
नमस्कार, खास कार्यक्रम देश देशांतर में आपका स्वागत है। मैं हूं आरफा खानम शेरवानी।
This runs arm in arm with state-of-the-art production capability. The channel remains an ad-free, bias-free and professional public broadcaster. Rajya Sabha TV telecasts a range of news bulletins and programs on current affairs.
Good evening. You're watching the news at 6.
नमस्कार, राज्यसभा टीवी के खास कार्यक्रम आरएस टीवी विशेष में आपका स्वागत है।
Hello and welcome to the Quest on Rajya Sabha TV.
नमस्कार, स्वागत है आप सबका तरकश के हमारे खास कार्यक्रम में।
नमस्कार, राज्यसभा टेलीविजन के कार्यक्रम मीडिया मंथन में आपका स्वागत है।
Documentaries.
We see first-hand and unseen areas of sand dunes.
देश अब फिर से एक नई लोकसभा चुनने को तैयार है।
Welcome to this beautiful southeastern nation of Cambodia.
This bouquet of more than 40 programs features a variety of productions on the economy.
Welcome to Policy Watch.
Hello and welcome to State of the Economy.
World Affairs.
Hello and welcome to India's World.
Hello and welcome to Indian Standard Time.
And contemporary national and legislative history.
राज्य सभा टेलीविजन के खास श्रृंखला महामहिम राज्यपाल में आपका स्वागत है।
RSTV is the only channel in the country that carries dedicated programs analyzing bills passed by Parliament and work done by parliamentary committees.
On Parliamentary Standing Committee.
For the first time ever, Rajya Sabha Television carried complete live coverage of elections of the President and Vice President of India. RSTV has extensively covered all state assembly elections in the last 4 years.
It has been a very intense action.
The fact that there was a Lalu factor वाकई सबसे crucial आपको दिख रहा है।
The channel travelled to all states to cover the general elections to the Lok Sabha and match the best in the industry in live telecast and analysis of counting of votes in all recent elections.
प्रोग्राम शख्सियत में मैं समीना आप सबका खैर मकदम करती हूँ।
राज्यसभा टीवी का ये बेहद खास प्रोग्राम है गुफ्तगू।
Rajya Sabha TV works on the philosophy that subjects like art, culture, science and scientific temper need state patronage and cannot be left to the market or to populism alone.
The position of India globally in space, I should say we are one among the first six.
In 2014, Rajya Sabha television increased its scope.
एक बुनियादी सवाल ये उठता है कि हम अपने संविधान में
The first program in this endeavor was Samvidhan, the making of the Constitution of India,
should be and can be framed only by Indians,
which reenacted select portions of the Constituent Assembly debates in an engaging format to familiarize viewers with the salient features of the Constitution and the debate leading to such features.
काम प्रोवाइड करने के साथ-साथ हर जच्चा, बच्चा और बीमार की देखभाल करने का वादा भी किया गया था।
उत्तरी हिंद की ज़बान के लिए 3 नाम पैदा हो गए हैं, उर्दू, हिंदी और हिंदुस्तानी।
Let us hope that we will leave this legacy of bitterness behind, forget the past, and start with a clean slate.
I move that the Constitution be passed.
Popular and critical appreciation here has led to other projects documenting the oral and written history of contemporary India. हमारी हिंदी।
हम शुरुआत करने जा रहे हैं एक नई श्रृंखला की जिसका शीर्षक है हमारी हिंदी।
मैं भी भारत।
स्वागत है आप सभी का राज्यसभा टीवी की विशेष श्रृंखला मैं भी भारत में।
कलम गवाह है।
भारत में पत्रकारिता में ऐसे संपादक और पत्रकार रहे हैं जिन्होंने खतरों को मोल लिया, इसीलिए निसंदेह कह सकते हैं कि उनकी कलम गवाह है।
Rejuvenation, an air of refreshment, revitalized energies also herald a new look. As we strive to open new windows for the nation to see democracy at work.
जज्बा औरों से जुदा होने का फूल सेहरा में खिला सकता है, ऐसा ही है राज्यसभा टीवी भी। अब हम गुजारिश करते हैं माननीय उपराष्ट्रपति श्री हामिद अंसारी जी से कि वो हम सबका मार्गदर्शन करने की कृपा करें।
Thank you. Dr. Anil Kakotkar, Professor Venkatraman Ramakrishnan, Shri D.V. Singh, Gulzar Raza Sahab, Chief Scientist, NISCIR, friends, ladies and gentlemen. I could not have thought of beginning the new year on a better note than to participate in a conclave like this. The theme of our discussion is scientific temper. It is taken for granted yet inadequately explored. What do the two terms, scientific and temper, actually mean? Any dictionary would tell us the meaning of temper. It means a frame of mind or mental disposition. The same dictionary tells us that scientific means seeking knowledge through systematic observation and experiment. Its opposite is unscientific. It denotes acquisition of knowledge by means or methods that are scientific. Thus, the simple meaning of scientific temper is a frame of mind that trains itself to seek knowledge by scientific methodology and refrains from acquiring it through other means. Its emphasis is on process as well as the product. Scientific temper means that knowledge based only on authority or legend of superiors, elders, tradition or convention is insufficient unless it is supported by a rational process of reasoning based on facts. Scientific temper, thus, is an attitude which involves application of logic. Discussion, argument and analysis are vital parts of this approach. It cannot be authoritarian and must submit to reasoning based on facts and logic. It was Jawaharlal Nehru who introduced the term in our public discourse, and I quote him, "The mere applications of science and technology will not be sufficient condition," he wrote, adding that what is needed is the scientific approach, the adventurous and yet critical temper of science, the search for truth and new knowledge, the refusal to accept anything without testing and trial, the capacity to change previous conclusions in the face of new evidence, the reliance on observed fact and not on preconceived theory, the hard discipline of the mind. All this is necessary not merely for the application of science, but for life itself and the solution of its many problems. End of quote. Scientific temper is characterized by traits like a healthy skepticism, universalism, freedom from prejudice or bias, objectivity, open-mindedness, humility, willingness to suspend judgment without sufficient evidence, rationality, perseverance, and positive approach to failure. A person having scientific attitude uses the method of science in his or her daily normal decision-making process. One of the objectives of our Constitution is to make scientific temper the basis of all social interaction. This is spelled out in Article 51A, and I quote, "It shall be the duty of every citizen to develop scientific temper, humanism, and the spirit of inquiry and reform." Why was this done? The answer is evident. We live in the age of science. Science has become the most powerful driver of growth and development. No aspect of human life remains untouched by science. The answer to humanity's greatest challenges today, disease, hunger, environmental degradation, climate change, energy requirements, and search for new technologies to overcome them, rest on our better understanding of science. This has practical implications. One, in a competitive economy, there will be much greater demand on the scientific and technological capabilities of the country. We will need more and better innovations in order to remain competitive as we aspire for faster, sustainable, and inclusive growth. Secondly, public acceptance of scientific temper and development of a critical and inquisitive attitude is a precondition for fostering and sustaining the cultivation of innovation and scientific research. And thirdly, we need to create the right ambience and structures to encourage scientific research and innovation. A prerequisite is the need to develop an inquiring attitude and an analytical approach that leads to rational thinking and the pursuit of truth without prejudice. This should be evident to all. In reality, it is not so. Much too often, there is a lack of scientific temper in our daily life. Allow me to cite a few situations. 1. In our family life, we do not approve of questioning. Most parents do not like children asking questions. In schools, from nursery to high school, teachers frown upon children raising questions. In colleges and universities, asking questions is often considered cheeky and an attempt by the student to cast doubt on the knowledge of the teacher. Second, the same holds good for social life. It is considered disrespectful to question an elder, a superior, or a leader. Third, this frame of mind is reflected in our attitude to matters of social custom, inherited tradition, and faith. Attempts to separate myth from fact, history from mythology, belief from scientifically verified facts are often frowned upon. Pursuant to it, the occult is dubbed scientific and superstition as culture. Fourthly, such approaches have often taken unpleasant and violent turn. Books have been burnt or banned, books have been banned or withdrawn from circulation, libraries have been burnt, individual dissenters ostracized or killed, social peace disturbed, and violence inflicted on citizens. Fifth, in each of these cases, the working assumption is that questioning will hurt sentiments, damage or destroy existing order or structures, undermine faith, disrupt social order. Based on these dubious foundations, irrational faiths and beliefs based on unscientific prejudices and habits still persist. There is intolerance of criticism and questioning. It is ironical that the latest information technology tools are used for propagation of anti-science beliefs. It is strange that in an India committed to modernity, we have a large number of faith or tradition-based television channels, but none, I repeat none, exclusively devoted to science or science-mindedness. It is also paradoxical that at times even scientists succumb to practices that derogate from scientific temper. These practices raise a question. Can one be scientific and unscientific, rational and irrational, illogical and logical at the same time? It is here that education has to play a critical role. Unfortunately, our educational system is insufficiently equipped to inculcate a scientific temper in young people. Over the years, the quantum of scientific information in the country has increased, but has not brought about science-mindedness in sufficient measure. The use of mass media as a means of transmitting science-related information is perhaps the most important bulwark in our fight against ignorance and irrationality. The media, given its privileged position, has a responsibility to challenge the rampant obscurantism and superstition that afflicts our society. I am very happy that the Rajya Sabha TV, which has cast itself in the role of a knowledge channel, and the NISCAIR, which has been the business of science communication for the past 6 decades, have taken this initiative. I hope that the books launched today will help in popularizing science, and the panel discussions which will follow with the participation of several luminaries will also contribute to this cause. I congratulate all those who have been associated with this endeavor, and I wish them all the very best for the future. Jai Hind.
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। और अब मैं आग्रह करती हूं कार्यकारी निदेशक राज्यसभा टीवी श्री राजेश बादल जी से कि वो माननीय अतिथिगण का शुक्रिया अदा करें।
माननीय उपराष्ट्रपति मोहम्मद हामिद अंसारी जी, मंच पर उपस्थित हमारे खास मेहमान और आप सब आमंत्रित अतिथिगण, आज की शाम राज्यसभा टेलीविजन विज्ञान प्रसार और निष्क्रिय के लिए एक यादगार शाम है। 3 संस्थाएं, 3 अंदाज और 1 मिशन। आज हमने इस मिशन में एक पड़ाव और तय किया है। समाज में वैज्ञानिक चेतना जगाने और एक नजरिया विकसित करने के लिए इस उद्देश्य से माननीय उपराष्ट्रपति जी के जो विचार हैं वो हमारे लिए प्रेरणा देने का काम करेंगे। मैं विज्ञान प्रसार, स्केयर और राज्यसभा टीवी की ओर से माननीय उपराष्ट्रपति जी का और आप सभी का आभार प्रकट करता हूं।
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। और थोड़ी ही देर में हमारे इस कार्यक्रम का दूसरा चरण शुरू होगा जिसमें पैनल डिस्कशन है। हम माननीय उपराष्ट्रपति श्री हामिद अंसारी साहब का शुक्रिया अदा करते हैं कि उन्होंने अपना कीमती वक्त हमारे साथ गुजारा। राष्ट्रगान के लिए कृपया आप सब अपने स्थान पर खड़े हो जाएं।
पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उत्कल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया अदा करते हैं हम माननीय उपराष्ट्रपति श्री हामिद अंसारी जी का।